Now I know some of you have been asking me to do another proper review of a Batman v Superman on K-8500 Samsung Blu-ray player. I said, okay, no problem. This is the calibrated mode that I'm going to do right here. We'll keep it on a certain angle so you guys can have the best possible viewing. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and resume a couple of scenes on this movie. Remember, you might see some Warner Brothers advertisement on this beginning of this YouTube channel because I'm only doing this for demo purposes, and so you'll see some certain trailers of Warner Brothers movies. That's just the way things are on the YouTube community. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so we'll start it from this scene a little bit, and this is calibrated mode. Remember, I'm using calibration on my Samsung K-8500, and this is what I'm using. Let me show you really quick. This is what I'm using right here. This is my picture mode. I just want you guys to see it. There it is right here. Remember, I'm using a 7 sharpness and 7 color. Okay, so we're gonna switch back to a more action-packed scene. We're gonna end this right here and switch to a more action-packed scene right here.
I just the bathroom was down here. I must have that last martini was too many. I think.
And Spring's upstairs.
Great. I'm okay.
Okay, we'll do this particular scene right here when he goes to the Capitol Hill, and then I don't know. Hopefully you guys have seen this movie. Hopefully there's no spoilers, but if you're watching this right now, just remember there might be some spoilers. So if you don't want to see this, I would just recommend skip through this and don't watch it. Now clearly here you can see the calibration really helps on both M55C2 and K-8500. You see how the darks are very deep and the blues pop out of the shadows on his suit. Granted, I do have a color to 7 and I have sharpness to 7, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason why I do that, because I want the colors to pop out, because I don't have HDR. So I see how the suit pop out with all that blues coming out and reds and gold, red, gold, and blue. Okay, so we're gonna pause it here for a little bit. Let me pause it. Let me just show you really quick. Hold on. We're gonna pause the scene when the Superman shows up on his full suit, and then I just want to examine that really quick. See, like right here. This is why calibration is very important. But let me show you something really quick since we're here. This is why. This is my mode. This is what I'm using right here. If you guys want to pause it, you can pause this video and then you can write it down. You can write down all these calibrations on various different settings that I have. You guys can do that. Okay, hopefully you guys have paused the video. Now let me show you right here. There's a color calibration mode. It's right here. Color tuner. See, I left it at 5. I can go higher than this, but I don't think I have to. You see, this is the color tuner. This is where I use sometimes. But the way I use this is on certain scenes. Like here, on the Batman, I use it. On a Superman, and, you know, I calibrated this mode only for the movies. So when I'm watching certain movies like this one, I'll get to experience these color pop out much better. You know, magenta, yellow, blue, green, like saturation. The reason I have brightness all the way down to -5 because I don't want the brightness colors to bleed out of the dark areas. You know, let me exit that. But here's what I wanted to show you really quick, right here. This is where it's very important. Gamma 2.4. Look what happens when I turn gamma to 2.2 and 2.0. Some of you will get a TV like this, and it'll be... Keep an eye on this suit. I want you guys to keep looking at the Superman suit. And look when I go to 2.2. Gets brighter. Look when I go to 2.0. Gets even more brighter. Look when I go to 2.0. Gets totally brighter. Now, is this a good thing? Yes and no. I don't like it to be too bright. Then you can see the grain of the filters of the movie that was being filmed. I like to keep it at 2.4. Look when I go to 2.4. Okay, I'll keep the picture like this. And in about 3 seconds, I'm going to switch to 0.4, 2.4 gamma. Look what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at that. Look at the difference. Look how much of a difference it makes when you keep the gamma at 2.4. This is why I talk about calibration. Granted, it's important to have a good television set. It's important to have a really good quality HDMI cable. I usually use gold-plated higher transfer bitrate cables. And I connect my Blu-ray player to the best possible HDMI input quality on my TV. That's important too. But what's really the key to any TV, honestly, is the calibration. And don't ask me. You guys can go to AVS forums. You guys can ask anybody. Ask all of these high-end tech TV guru guys, home theater enthusiasts. Go to Crutchfield, Crutchfield.com, which is the magazine called the Crutchfield. It's all about home theater. Ask them and they'll tell you the calibration is the key to a lot of these things, to a TV. All right, so let's continue with this scene. There's going to be let's see how this is going to end up at the end. There's a scene over here in the movie where, everything blows up and stuff. So let's.
To say that shadow interventions will not be tolerated by this committee. Neither will lies. Because today is a day for truth. Only by working together can we create a free and a
Well, there you guys have it. Hopefully this helps you, and that's what I do. I use the calibration. Calibration is a very important part. Yes, 4K resolution plays the key role in it. Yes, high dynamic range plays the key role in it if your TV supports it. But out of all of these things, calibration is the key to truly achieve that good quality picture. And you got to know how to calibrate. You got to understand what the saturation means, what the brightness means, what the contrast ratio means, what the active LED zones are. And you can learn all of this in the Google. Don't listen to me. Go to Google and Google about this and research. Remember, I'm just some regular guy doing the same thing you guys are doing, researching. All right, have a good one.